was I'm with that was I'm with the band by us, Stone Gods. Sounds good, doesn't it?
It sounds great. I really like that track. It's a good one to play live as well. It's a good rocking number, isn't it? You know?
It's kind of like our road crew kind of.
We are the road crew. Yeah. It's about being on tour
and the mischief.
Yeah.
That goes on tour unashamedly. Okay.
Dan, I've got a question for you.
Oh, yeah, go on then.
Having played stadiums and festivals around the world, how was it jumping back into a transit van to play small clubs?
Don't say it, toilets.
Well,
no, that's unfair. Because some of the venues
to be fair, we were kind of one level up from absolute toilets. So
latrines.
Going from the fleet of tour buses and trucks to 4 sweaty, smelly blokes and a driver in a splitter van. How was it?
I really enjoyed it. I really genuinely. I didn't know how I was gonna feel. You know, having not even taken a bus for 6 years. It was fantastic. Yeah, that whole thing, the back of the bus.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Oh, it's brilliant. I mean, a certain member of the band will remain nameless. You know, there's the token guy with the weak bladder sort of thing. I mean, you know, so basically 3 a.m, hammered. You know, holding a milk bottle full of warm piss. I'm thinking, I'm back.
There's something quite special about it, isn't there? I think
you and I have the same attitude, and we always did have on the road. You know, unlike other various members. It's basically when a bus turns up or a car or anything, and you're going to work, inverted commas.
Yeah.
But your work is playing rock music to people and getting pissed. I mean, there's nothing more exciting. You know?
It's brilliant.
It's brilliant. I get the same buzz from getting in the back of a stinky old transit as I do.
Yeah, I do.
You know, getting on board the QE2 that has been hired out just for me that day. You know.
So, what about the shows then?
Which actually happened.
What about the shows? Because we were going into small little clubs and playing to a greatly reduced size audience than tail end of the previous band. So, how was that?
For me, I actually found it quite scary at the start. I mean, that sounds like a real wimpy thing to say, but when you get on a roll and you're playing arenas and festivals and stages or whatever, it's all kind of like works like clockwork, doesn't it? And you kind of, I don't know, it becomes almost like, I don't know, it sounds really bad to say this, more like a military operation, isn't it?
I know what you mean.
You know, whereas it's kind of like flying by the seat of your pants. And to actually see the audience and feel their, you know.
You can really feed off it, can't you? You know, I mean, the thing is, when you're playing an arena or a festival, I mean, especially a festival, you've got a good 30 foot between the edge of the stage and the start of the crowd, and you know, you can maybe see the first couple of rows, but beyond that, you've no idea how you're going down, really, do you? You know, until the crowd lights come up and people clap, you really don't know. Whereas in a small club like that, you can see the whites of people's eyes right to the back of the building and really vibe off it. You know, if they're going off, it's a great interaction, isn't it, rather than
definitely,
rather than just sort of throwing it out there and hoping people are catching it, you know?
Yeah.
Having said that though, Dan, it's let's not pretend that it's not incredible to walk out on stage in front of 80,000 people who are going nuts.
Yeah, it's alright, isn't it?
It's pretty good, isn't it?
It's not bad.
It's a good feeling.
It's something to do.
I'm Richie from the Stone Gods. I'm sitting here with Dan Hawkins, guitarist from the Stone Gods, and we're on Bruce Dickinson's Friday Night Rock Show. So
voice went really weird.
I was stifling a burp. You can't burp on air. The greats said never burp on air.
So Rich, when we were writing, would you say there was a conscious decision with how we wanted the music to sound, or did it just come out this way?
Absolutely no conscious decisions going on at all, really. It was.
Would you agree it's more varied than the Darknesses stuff, and heavier at times too?
And heavier, yeah, definitely. I think when we sat down to write, there was no agenda at all, really. It was come one, come all, anything goes. And I think doing the writing as we did it with just a couple of acoustic guitars and a pad of paper, we were kind of writing songs more than riffs. But you know, we didn't kind of sit around and say we can't sound like the Darkness. But at the same time, we didn't go, we have to be heavier, we have to do this, that, and the other. It was really just whatever happens, really. I think as a result, we've ended up with a very diverse sounding album. On the whole, I think it's an edgier and probably heavier beast than the Darkness was. What are our plans for the rest of the year then? What's happening?
What are we doing this year?
We're going on tour, Daniel. We kick off on June.
What's that band called again, sorry?
Stone Gods.
Right, sorry.
There's an album coming out July the 7th called Silver Spoons and Broken Bones. Preceding that on the 23rd of June. There's a single, Night of the Living Dead, which we played at the top of the show, if you remember. We've got the tour coming up, June the 10th. We start in Liverpool.
I suppose we'll be able to find this information online, won't we?
Yeah, where would people look for this kind of stuff?
Possibly www.stonegods.com.
That's
the one, yeah.
But we're doing Donington as well, aren't we? Download?
Oh, yes, we are.
Download. It'll always be the Monsters Are Up to me, I'm sorry.
We're doing the Isle of Wight Festival, aren't we?
The Isle of Wight!
No,
yeah, we're doing the Isle of Wight Festival, which is good.
we're doing loads.
We are doing loads, aren't we? Right, Dan, so we're here doing Bruce Dickinson's Friday Rock Show, which in itself, to me, this is quite an honour, you know. Maiden were a big influence on my formative years, actually, and here I am now.
Yeah.
21 years later.
Who'd have thought it, huh?
Stepping into his shoes. Brilliant, isn't it? Isn't it good? Anyway, right, so, as you're sitting there, I think you're in Bruce's chair.
What?
I'm in the other one. It's got special powers, that chair.
I see.
Right, yep, special powers. And it can absolve you of any and all sins. So, is there any sins that you need absolving of?
Oh, bloody hell. Okay. God, I must have done something bad at some point that I haven't told anyone about. It's just because none of them can be mentioned on air, really.
That's the problem. I know a sin that is continually a sin for you, although it's not really a sin. It's more just like a pain in the arse. That's your incessant tardiness.
Tardiness?
Yeah.
Tidiness or...
No, tardiness.
What's that?
You're always late.
I'm always like going inside TARDISes.
No.
And then getting lost, and then that's why I'm late. It's all those bloody TARDISes.
But that's not a sin.
Mucking about in TARDISes isn't a sin. What is? Talking of fun, would you say some of the songs are quite funny, Rich? It's more of like a clever lyrical thing rather than being...
There's nothing overtly jokey.
I'll tell you what, let's play a song, shall we, just to demonstrate the clever lyrical twists that we can actually produce.
What are you going to play?
Making It Hard.
Oh, fantastic.
Which, I don't know, if you're into kind of dissecting lyrics, which, to be perfectly honest, I'm not, you'll find...
I'm not either, you know.
Yeah, I think you'll find a double meaning in a couple of the phrases and including the title. Or not. Anyway, this is Making It Hard from our album Silver Spoons and Broken Bones. Stone Cold.